Hi, good morning. Before I proceed to my topic this morning, as a future educator, it is important to be knowledgeable about making a lesson plan. A lesson plan is a teacher's guide for facilitating a lesson, and one of the important parts of making a lesson plan is building an objective, or also called intended learning outcome, or ILO. And in making an objective, you have to consider the three domain. These are cognitive domain, affective domain, and psychomotor domain. Here is the definition of Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy is a hierarchical ordering of cognitive skills that can, among countless other uses, help teachers teach and students learn. And Bloom's taxonomy can be used to create assessments, plan lessons, evaluate the complexity of assignments, design curriculum maps, develop online courses, plan project based learning, and self assessment. It also comprises three learning domains: the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor, and assigns to each of these domains are a hierarchy that corresponds to different levels of learning. Bloom's taxonomy was originally published in 1956 by a team of cognitive psychologists at the University of Chicago. It is named after the committee's chairman, Benjamin Bloom. And here is the original taxonomy according to Bloom. Started in the lowest order of thinking, the knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. As you can see in the table, in Bloom's taxonomy in 1956 and the revised Bloom's by Anderson in 2001. So from knowledge, it changed into remembering. And from comprehension to understanding, application to applying, analysis to analyzing, synthesis and evaluating, and last is evaluation and creating. The following are the three major changes in the revised taxonomy. These are changing the names in the six categories from nouns to verbs, rearranging these categories, and establishing the levels of the knowledge level in the original version. And as you can see in the table, this is the final look of the learning taxonomy. As you perceive from the table, it has a major revision which is more applicable for the 21st century learners. And always remember that these three learning domains is important. As I said, utilized all the taxonomy for better learning. In cognitive domain, the learning focuses on the mental skills of the students or their knowledge about the lessons. In affective domain, it utilizes the feelings or the emotional areas that includes their attitude or personal feelings about the certain topic. And last one is the psychomotor domain, which focuses on the manual or the physical skills of the students. Here in this domain, students are given the opportunity to create or construct a new masterpiece that is connected to the topic. And by these three domains, all the multiple intelligences is valued and practiced. Enable the teachers identifies the strength of or what kind of intelligence the students has. Next is the table of the revised cognitive domain. And as you can see under the category, it is the learning taxonomy with a given example, keywords, and technologies for learning activities. The first learning taxonomy is remembering. It is to recall or retrieve previous learned information. For examples, you can recite a policy, quote prices from memory to a customer, recite the safety rules. And keywords under remembering are defines, describes, identifies, knows, labels, lists, matches, names, outlines, recalls, recognizes, reproduces, selects, and states. And For the technologies activities, you can have bookmarking, flashcards, rule learning based on repetition and reading. Next is understanding. It is comprehending the meaning, translation, interpolation, and interpretation of instructions and problems. State a problem in one's own words. For example, you can rewrite the principles of test writing, explain in one's own words the steps for performing a complex task, translate an equation into a computer spreadsheet. And the keywords under understanding are comprehends, converts, defends, distinguishes, estimates, explains, extends, generalizes, gives an example, infers, interprets, paraphrases, predicts, rewrites, summarizes, translates. And the technologies the are activities that you can use is to create an analogy, participating in cooperative learning, taking notes, storytelling, and internet searching. The third one is applying. It is using a concept in a new situation or unprompted use of an abstraction. Applies what was learned in the classroom into novel situations in the workplace. For example, use a manual to calculate an employee's vacation time, or apply laws of statistics to evaluate the reliability of a written test. The keywords under applying are applies, changes, computes, constructs, demonstrates, discovers, manipulates, modifies, operates, predicts, prepares, produces, relates, shows, solves, and uses. And for activities that you can use is to have a collaborative learning, create a process, blog, and practice. The fourth one is analyzing. It is about separating materials or concepts into component parts so that its organizational structure may be understood. Distinguishes between facts and inferences. For examples, troubleshoot a piece of equipment by using logical deduction, or recognize logical fallacies in reasoning, gathers information from a department, and selects the required task for training. The keywords under analyzing are analyzes, breaks down, compares, contrasts, diagrams, deconstructs, differentiates, discriminates, distinguishes, identifies, illustrates, infers, outlines, relates, selects, and separates. If you can also have an activities like fish bows, debating, questioning, and what happened, and run a test. The fifth one is evaluating. It is to make judgment about the value of ideas or materials. For examples, select the most effective solution, hire the most qualified candidates, explain and justify a new budget. And the keywords under evaluating are appraises, compares, concludes, contrasts, criticizes, critiques, defends, describes, discriminates, evaluates, explains, interprets, justifies, relates, summarizes, and supports. You can have an activity like survey and blogging. And the last one is creating. It is building a structure or pattern from diverse elements, put parts together to form a whole with emphasis on creating a new meaning or structure. For example, write a company operations or process manual, design a machine to perform a specific task, integrates training from several sources to solve a problem, revises and process to improve the outcome. And the keywords under creating are categorizes, combines, compiles, composes, creates, devises, designs, explains, generates, modifies, organizes, plans, rearranges, reconstructs, relates, reorganizes, revises, rewrites, summarizes, tells, and writes. And you can also you can have an activity like create a new model, write an essay, network with others. So that's it for today. I hope you have learned a lot. And please do remember everything about it because it is important for you as a future teachers. Carve it around your neck and keep it inside your heart. Adios!